as it'll be the Bengals of Austin taking on the Nighthawks of Houston. And wow, a gamble here right off the bat, an onside kick to begin the game. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Well, we thought this could get interesting. Here's interesting, an onside kick to start this thing. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. Now a play fake here on first down. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards on the play.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Higgins goes in motion right. They'll run here with Akers. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Akers. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run for it with Akers. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Cam Akers with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Nighthawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9. On play action, here's Tua. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. When you look at this defense, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Looking deep downfield. That is incomplete. For a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Motion left, Cup. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And his pass incomplete.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. Touchdown! Cam Akers. He scored. And the Nighthawks are off to a 14-0 first quarter lead. But not only, Charles, did he beat double coverage to make the catch, and then as soon as he did, locked his gaze upfield and made sure to reach the end zone.
Go grab your dictionary, partner, look up determination, and his picture is going to pop right up. How about him getting through multiple defenders, finding his way through coverage, and making sure he got to the end zone? That's a big-time play right there.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Bengals drive about to get going. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick... Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
They go play action here on first down. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it to slot receivers? But only guys can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
Down to the 25. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. So you look at this situation and the relocation. It's worked other places. You've got the 2 teams in L.A. Until recently, we had 2 out in the Bay Area. Of course, the 2 New York teams. Now 2 teams calling Houston home. And we know that they do things big here in Texas. And if these fans here are any indication, this city is ready to support a second team. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. First and 10 in the red zone. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Second and 9. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Second and 9 now. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Here's 3rd and 3. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
In motion right goes Higgins. Here we go on 4th down. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Cam Akers on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Nighthawks take a 3-touchdown lead. Sanders on for the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
21-0. Let's go now. Lay down. Let's go.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On third down, Mixon. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. They're going to try and throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. A handoff, running left, Mixon. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On first down, Tagovailoa under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. To a hit, and the ball is out. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Tua going to throw. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it. So on 4th down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone, because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
Back to throw. And this incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Open man right side is cut complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. And quickly they get to the line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now that'll be caught by Cup. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Now 2nd and 9. Jefferson moving in motion left. They'll look to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Mike Gesicki in the final seconds of the first half. And the Nighthawks will extend their lead here just before halftime. Sanders now to add the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Taken at the goal line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bucs set to get to football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He sets to fire deep. And that would be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
But we saw that they had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
Tua on 4th down. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs. The best starting field position you could possibly have. 1st and goal from the 1. Akers is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Higgins goes in motion right. Akers again, and he's going to lose yardage again as he is stuffed behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, They've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They touchdown! Cooper Kupp, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Nighthawks have taken a 5-touchdown lead. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes this 35-0 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Across midfield, and he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Miles Murphy just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. Wow.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
They run the option on 2nd down. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Taking it in from the 20. And the Nighthawks have taken a 6-touchdown lead. So an electrifying run there as he calls his own number and takes it all the way.
Brings a new dynamic to this offense, doesn't he? And right now I'm picturing the offensive coordinator, the head coach in their minds, drawing up some more running plays for this guy because he brings some excitement to this offense.
And just a young rookie, a lot of electricity yet to come in this career. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Tua's throw here into the hands of Jones. And now they're in the hurry-up. Here's Tua. Man open, that's Jamar Chase, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Tua. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Man open, here is Jones. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Two and now on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Looking deep here for Chase. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
Out of the gun on third down, here's Tua. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Houston. T. Higgins. His second touchdown on the season. And the Nighthawks get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bengals drive about to get going. The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not. And it's intercepted in the end zone. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick six is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here. And that one, it backfired in a big way.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Tagovailoa trying again after the pick six. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
No sign of Tua departing. Fourth down. They're going for it. Tagovailoa going for it on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. They'll pitch it out to Akers. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 2nd and goal, here's an option play left. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. From the 8, it's 3rd and goal. He's going to keep this again. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
There have not been a lot of great moments for this defense throughout this game. Finally, they have one they can hang their hat on. A nice stop there.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Bengals are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Back near his goal line, here's Tua. Looking deep here for Chase. And got his man complete. A big play there for the Bengals. 44 yards. Mixon with a 1st down carry. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd and 9. Tua sets up to pass it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Looking to pass. Tua. And that is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. And that's going to be incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Here's Akers. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Houston. Cam Akers, 49 yards. And the Nighthawks are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. chase the motion man right. On first down, Tagovailoa. And his throw is incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. How about this? Racing to the end zone, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, it's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter. And a big deficit, Charles, but they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. He's going deep for Brown. And now here's another interception. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. Just silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to...
And my goodness, another interception. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. That one looks like he'll throw here. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that one complete downfield to Cup. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the He will return this from deep in the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
21G.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let it fly. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So not just a blowout win for them today, Charles.